Hey, it's Tay Armstrong again. Alright, I'm gonna make my first video since I've been back. This video, hold on one second. Alright, let's get on to business. Alright, so this first video that I'm gonna post up is what happens after you leave MEPS. So after you leave MEPS, you will go to your first training. I guess it won't be a training center, but you go to the first base, and at the first base you go to a place called reception. And reception reception hmm reception do you guys remember when you was in MEPS and you had to be in lines and you had to wait to get your to do what you had to do and blah blah blah? Reception is kind of like that, except you don't get no sleep and you be waiting all the time. Let me tell you a story. Alright, but a young soldier in training who went to MEPS and then passed MEPS and finally got through to his paperwork and all that. I went to Fort Jackson for my reception. I got to Fort Jackson on the 7th of September, and so for 72 hours straight, no sleep. You're not gonna get no sleep in the reception. The one of the reasons why we didn't get no sleep was because one, we had to take a bus ride all the way from MEPS in Maryland. That's where I went to my MEPS at Fort Meade. I went from MEPS from Fort Meade to some Fort Jackson in South Carolina on a bus, and that ride is only supposed to be 8 hours on a bus. Yeah, never happened. We left MEPS around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right, we left at 3 o'clock, and we were supposed to arrive at, let me see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around 11 o'clock, latest, earliest, max, whatever. We didn't end up getting there until 3 a.m. the next morning. The reason is because halfway on the way there, our bus breaks down. Yeah, it breaks down. It breaks down in, where was it? I think it was, yeah, it was Virginia. It was like really deep in Virginia. The bus like broke down. So that was unexpected. We ended up waiting about 2 hours for the bus to get fixed. And on top of that, nobody ate, so we had to go and make another stop to go to Golden Corral to eat, because they give us this ticket meal, whatever, to go and get something to eat and stuff. So everybody ate out for one ticket or whatever. And MEPS was, the bus ride there was very, very uncomfortable. Only because it wasn't a charter bus where you have your restroom and your leg room and your backspace and all. Nah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't even a friggin' school bus. It was a friggin' low mini tub bus that, man, the seats are like so close together. There was no restroom, so if you had to pee, you was asked out because the bus not stopping, because we was already running 2-3 hours behind anyways. Man, so you couldn't even sleep on the bus because the chairs only go back like friggin' 2 inches back. I mean, like literally, like this was a seat. If this was a seat and you had to recline it, it moves this much. That's it. So when it was very uncomfortable. I was in pain the whole ride there. Couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything, man. But it was annoying. Now that was my bus ride to South Carolina. It was very sad. It was disappointing. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, we finally arrive. We finally arrive at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. We got to our battalion. It was we went to 120th. 128th battalion, I guess what it was. I don't know. That's the reception area. That's where the reception. That's where they take all the soldiers in and they do the whole processing and all that. So what happened was we got off the bus, and the moment we got off the bus, we got smoked. The drill sergeants came out. She was like, "Who the fuck are y'all? Where the fuck y'all came from? Y'all are fucking late." Everybody dropped. So we was like, "What? Yo, this shit just got real." Everybody had to drop and do 10 push-ups. I mean, they like nobody was expecting it to get smoked. It wasn't even our fault, but at the same time, they don't care. You know, they had their own schedule to do too. They end up waiting for us because we been 2 hours, 3 hours late. You know, the shit was agitated. Agitated or whatever. That's where we first learned to eat fast. Reception, she brought us into the room, whatever, after we did our little smoke session, and she gave us some little snacks or whatever. Told us we got 2 minutes to devour everything. 2 minutes to eat everything. We had some like granola shit, some sunflower seeds type shit, some little juice. I don't even remember the rest of it. Like, it wasn't even much of a meal, but it was something to, like, stimulate us or whatever. But she was like, "You got 2 minutes to devour this shit." And let me find out who don't devour it. I mean, who doesn't finish it? It's gonna be me and you. I was like, whoa, yo, this shit got real. So everybody started eating crazy and shit. Me, man, I was so not hungry from all that. From the fact that we was like almost, we was on an 11 hour bus ride and shit. I couldn't even eat anything because I was like, my stomach was like not taking anything right now. So I only drink the juice and whatever I can, and the rest I just starved. But that was our first experience with the MEPS drill sergeants. I mean the reception drill sergeant. Now the reception drill sergeants are way different from the basic drill sergeants. Only because the reception area, when the drill sergeants there, are pretty much like drill sergeants that came from basic, but already finished their cycle. I'm gonna explain what that means. It means that, like, that drill sergeant who was helping us with reception, she was in drill sergeant mode still because she just came from doing basic training from her cycle. Every drill sergeant has a cycle of I think their cycle is like 10 weeks of training, like training the new recruits and graduating them and all that stuff. So she just did it, and she was still stuck in like the drill sergeant basic mode. So she was like really agitated with every little thing and wanted to cuss and wanted to smoke us for every little thing. Yeah, but over time, we met like different drill sergeants, and it was a little bit better, but not too good. It still wasn't the best, but it's what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, um, that day, in those 3 days, we did a whole lot of shit. A lot. We did a lot of paperwork. We got our military IDs. We got our dog tags issued. They did our eye exam, physical. They did, everything you did at MEPS, they do it again. Everything you did at MEPS, they do it again. So you're gonna expect that they're gonna draw more blood. They're gonna test your blood. They're gonna tell you what your blood type is and all that. So for those of y'all who don't know what your blood type is, they're gonna let you know what it is. I'm AB positive. I just found it out. I never knew that. So yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. See and show you guys my dog tag. This is my dog tags right here. You get these two when later on in the reception when they get it to you, whatever. These are dog tags. You always gotta keep these with you. Always. You can't take that shit off. What else? What else? Shots. I remember in my previous videos, I was telling you guys, about the shots and all that. Oh shit! Like almost time for me to go. I'm gonna make this video real quick, but I gotta get ready to go for handle some business. Anyways, shots. I told you guys I was supposed to gain like 7, 8 shots because it was supposed to be 7, 8 shots, 6, I think 5 or 6 shots, whatever. But it wasn't that much, and the peanut butter shot we never got it. Thank God, hallelujah. Instead, we got some other shit that you guys are gonna be freaked out about. So yeah, in my next video, I'll tell you what the shots are and explain a little bit more about reception. But right now, I got some business to take care of. So, hooah.